Jeez, man. You know how I feel about this car.
Yeah, I know.
You know exactly how I feel about this car.
And
hey, don't even tell me about Urus. So you see this. This right here is what AMG is all about. Seven seats.
Why do I need 7 seats? I don't have kids. I don't have a wife. Why do I need 7 seats?
I'm just opening up a discussion here. Seven seats.
Are there too many? Are there any MILFs you're not telling me about?
No.
Why do you need 7 seats?
7 seats. This, the X7, or a V-Class. But I do understand they're two different cars.
It's not
a
even the same segment.
Not the same segment.
An X7 and a V-Class.
But they still offer the same amount of seats.
A V-Class is there. I'm taking a V-Class if I'm going on a trip. They can't compare to this. Here, I've got a driver driving me. I'm sitting in the back.
But you can also take this on a trip.
Why? I want a V-Class, got my screens, got the table laid out, got a fridge there.
Okay. I understand where you're coming from. But the GLS, the Mercedes GLS was the first one. And the Maybach. Especially the first GLS, they sort of pioneered the segment of having a 7-seater SUV, the premium version of it. And then BMW came with this thing.
You know, and we were talking about a 7-seater, so I think this is about a maybe 2.5 million rand car. You know, the Chinese and the Chery, the Tiggo 8 is a 7-seater also. And you're getting a 7-seater car for 800 grand.
Same size?
I think it's a little bit smaller, but I mean, okay, I know definitely the bonnet's smaller. The bonnet's probably like here. But still a 7-seater for 800,000 rand.
I'll be dead honestly, if it comes to a 7-seater SUV right now, this is the best that you can get. X7. For me, based on everything that's out there, this is the best that you can get. BMW outdid themselves here.
Okay.
Of course, when it launched,
it looks good. We had a client, we did one maybe about a year ago. He had it in that matte gray. So the same matte gray the M2 comes in. Oh, that car is beautiful.
See?
So I agree with you. And
the big grille looks good because
it works on a big car.
It works on a big car.
Not on the G80. No.
G80 is stomachable. You get used to it.
No, in black.
Yes, I agree.
If I'm buying a G80, it has to be black.
Yeah, in black.
So that grille is hidden.
I get
Or
you.
I'm putting a CSL grille on it.
Or if you want to spend the extra bucks, you can put an Adro kit on it.
That too.
Does make it look much better.
We can go that route. Okay, happy with that.
What are you doing on this?
Full vehicle PPF. So brand new car. Client took delivery last week. Came, dropped it off on the Monday, and covering the whole vehicle in PPF, covering all the gloss black pieces, the trimmings around the car, all the beadings. He actually wanted a custom kit done inside the vehicle as well, so we're actually covering up all the screens and all the gloss black panels inside the vehicle with PPF so it doesn't scratch. Those piano black trimmings just scratch so easily.
Very easily.
So we've actually got a pre-cut machine which will cut out the pieces of PPF for those panels and we'll apply it for him. And we're also doing windscreen protection film on this car. So very interesting product. It is a bit pricey, but it obviously stops the stone chips, the sand blasting, and a lot of those smaller type of issues you can get on the windscreen.
Especially when you're going on your long trips in a car like this.
Okay, fine, I'll give you your long trips.
There we go.
So now if I need to buy a car, do you know what a headache it's been? My mom's actually been looking for a car.
Okay.
So she's looking around that 600 to 700 kind of price bracket. And she was actually leaning towards the J Crew. She doesn't like the way the Tiggos look. And these vehicles, do you know a new Tiguan is 800 and up? Did you know that?
It's not a bad price point.
No. And do you know the price of a new Polo? 500 and up for a Polo.
For a Polo. That's a disaster.
All the bras you see driving Polos. Yeah, they're not buying new Polos. There's gonna be old ones.
500
for a Polo.
For a Polo.
That is the
little
price of new
Matchbox.
VWs. Yes.
Because Polo used to be that car that you
200 grand, easy.
It's your first car. Your parents car. Exactly. Or you got your first job and it's your first car that you're buying, and it was affordable.
So I remember my mom had the Tiguan about 6 years ago. It's like 400 grand, perfect SUV, nice, big, looked great. R-Line, fantastic car, great to drive. This looks like a brand new 2024 car. Looks phenomenal, I love the look of it.
No, they've done
black. They've really done well.
They've done very well. I like the aggressive look on it.
But now, if you had to pick, are you going Tiguan or are you going Cherry? The Cherry is cheaper, so you're going to save yourself 200 grand.
And you can use that money to travel. But I honestly think it's a tough one because Tiguan used to be in that price segment of where the Cherry is. So now obviously over time, things get more expensive. But for me, I would go to Tiguan because you can see the extra value in the car.
Yeah, but we already know you're a VW fan now from the Turbo GT. You just want VW parts in it.
No. Just because it's a family doesn't mean I like VW.
And you drive an Audi.
No.
What is wrong? And you drive an Audi.
Porsche, VW, Audi all have their own separate cars that just stand out.
VW holding company, all the parts are the same. They have the same designers. Literally, they get lazy.
I get that, but still, they all have their own unique customer. And
you know what shocked me about this was, so the one day, I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago, we were wrapping a Hurricane Performante.
Yeah.
So we had the car strips. Obviously, when you do a full vehicle wrap, bumpers off, everything's off. I kid you not, in the engine bay, you can see the Audi stickers. In the engine bay, on a Performante, the Audi stickers are there in the engine bay.
Maybe not a bad thing. Look at it from this perspective.
Not a bad thing, but like
from this perspective, is that as all the brands
RS7 engine,
RS7 engine, as a brand, as VW Group, they trust all their parts so well they can interchange.
No, it's fair.
Which works, and it's a very smart business decision. If VW trusts to put some stuff that's in here in a Porsche,
okay.
You're getting a baby Porsche in some
sense. So again, a brand new car and it's black. We actually love black cars. Actually, my favorite cars are black. All my cars are black, just by the way.
My car's black too.
So my suggestion on a black car would always be PPF or some sort of protection because black scratches so easily.
Oh, I know
and
that, yeah.
A ceramic coating helps a lot also, obviously in terms of keeping the vehicle clean, and it helps the dirt and dust just wash away. So this vehicle, brand new, client just took delivery, brought it into us. We're doing a full vehicle PPF, cover everything on the car, protect it in the long term, and just add extra value to the vehicle. And obviously it's going to stop the stone chips, the scratches, and soil marks that you get from poor washing, and any of the issues that can pick up. I think definitely worth it, great value for money, we can work from there.
Another great thing about the products Carbon Bros offers is sometimes people don't understand the damage that bird poop can make on the paint of your vehicle. Bird poop and sun damage too. Some people have cars that park outside for a long time, but when you have your PPF on the car...
I guess we all aren't privileged enough to have garages. Look at all the guys in Cape Town have to park their cars on the road because there's no parking in Cape Town.
Exactly. So something people may not know, bird poop will damage
your paint. It absolutely eats your paint unless you get it wiped off quickly and cleaned up quickly. It's just so acidic. So here we have another vehicle which has been completed with PPF, paint protection film. And the best part, if you do a clean bulk install, is you can't actually see the cuts. You can't see the lines. You don't see any visible installation of the product, which for us is a huge benefit, and why us as a company, we actually prefer bulk installs compared to pre-cut kits. On a pre-cut kit, sometimes it's a little bit short, sometimes you've got joints for the bumpers, sometimes you've got joints for the door handles. We prefer bulk installations. So at the end of the day, once your vehicle is fully covered and fully protected, you can never tell that there's a product there. Why do we keep talking about PPF? Or paint protection film, sorry. Do you know it's actually become one of our most popular services? So like, I'd say maybe 4 or 5 years ago, you'd get maybe out of every 10 cars, maybe 1 or 2 with PPF. Mm-hmm. Now it's like every 6. People actually want the product more. Okay, fair enough, they do compare you to the guy down the road who does it for cheaper, then we just let him go. I'm not dealing with those type of people. The worst.
You know, the problem is, but if you always go cheaper, is that you cannot go back and complain if the work wasn't done properly.
But you know, the people who want the cheapest are the ones who complain the most.
But sometimes you're gonna have to pay what you have to pay. So for some, and it happens that maybe sometimes some of the PPF is peeling in the corner or whatever.
Did you share that video with me on TikTok where they're like, if you want PPF cheaper, put cling wrap on it?
Yes, I did share that with you.
We must actually look at that video. So this is exactly why, please don't put cling wrap on your vehicle, and please don't go the cheap route. This client actually bumped his car somewhere. And as you can see, the PPF's actually taken most of the damage. If we had to peel this off right now, there's not going to be any damage to the paint. It's all on the PPF. And this vehicle, we actually would have done this vehicle, I think, 2021, maybe 2022. So that's about 2 to 3 years ago. Still holding up really well, still in good condition. He's actually returned to us now for a new kit on the vehicle, give himself a little bit of a sporty look. And I mean, again, an old vehicle, but we can make it look a little bit better, a little bit sportier. Black out the grills, front lip on the car, a spoiler at the back, give it a nice sporty look. And his PPF still keeping the front protected from stone chips and a couple of bumps here and there. That is the benefit of paint protection film. So if anybody tells you they can do it cheaper, find out what the product is, how thick it is, what is the warranty they're going to give you on the product and their workmanship, and go from there. So he's dropped it off for some extensive work on it. We won't reveal that as of yet. You'll see that in next week's episode. But this will go into the wash bay, get washed, and then we're going for a full makeover.